Hi there, it's Vittoria and Ian Dawson, and we're here at 20 Pritchard Street in Annandale, where we've just successfully sold Under the Hammer. Congratulations to our vendors, Michael and Roz. We just wanted to have a quick chat with them and say thanks very much, and of course understand why it is that they chose us and how their experience was when we're going through the whole selling process from start through to finish. So, how did you guys find the experience?
It was wonderful. It was a pleasure to work with you, and we were well looked after.
And Ian was definitely your main point of contact. Was there a day that you probably didn't speak with him? Because I can guarantee you, every time I was next to him, he was on the phone to either one of you.
That's right. Yes. Yes, he's a great communicator. That's what I found really helpful. I felt like I always knew what was happening, and I felt very comfortable with Ian as well. I trusted him.
Brilliant.
Which is very important.
Absolutely, because you're not local either, so you pretty much literally had to hand everything over to us and say, yes, you're going to have to hold the reins here because we're down south and we're not in Sydney and whatever the case is. So it's that certainly takes a lot to actually do that. It's one of your biggest assets, if not your biggest. Yes. So there's a lot that a lot of trust has to go into putting your property into our hands. So we really appreciate that, and I'm hopeful that all came across, and
it did. And the other thing I loved was Natalie's makeover.
Oh yes.
She worked a magic sort of trick on her, really, didn't she? From where it was to how it is now, it just looks beautiful.
Yes,
it's great. Did. We really do have a wonderful team at Gallagher's, and you're right. I mean, we can't take all the credit. Natalie and even the tradies that came in, the painters, and the little DIY
floor sanders
and
a
few blinds,
a couple of bits and pieces. So give us a little bit of background about the home. When did you purchase it?
1986. Yes.
Okay.
And we lived in the house for just a little over a year, and then moved down south, and we rented the house out, and rented it out right through until the point where it came up for sale.
Wow.
So
that's a long time.
It's a long time,
yeah.
And we've had some fantastic tenants. It's a house that's got a really nice feel about it. People that have lived here, both ourselves and our tenants, have really enjoyed it. So we've had long-term tenants. The house has got a lovely vibe, and I think the vendors sense, not the vendors, the buyers today sense that as well.
Absolutely, and I think there's a real testament to the tenant that just vacated. Between herself and her family, they were here for about 14 years from what she was saying. I mean, that's unheard of nowadays. It's fantastic. So they really looked after the place. Every time we came, she was madly cleaning and doing odd jobs here and there, and the garden always looked magnificent. And I think that's a real testament to the home and to yourselves as owners. And it's a two-way relationship at the end of the day, and it's both of it's been looked after really well. So from makeover to tenancy to where we are today, I think there's been a lot of hard work put in, and congratulations once again to our vendors, and of course to our purchasers who successfully bought Under the Hammer today. So we thank you once again for your business. And is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Oh yes. When we finally decided to sell the house, we approached Gallagher's because you'd managed the property for us for many years and managed it very well. I thought your patience in sitting down with us on a couple of occasions to go through the different possibilities of how we could market the property, how we'd sell it, your estimate of value. These are all really very well considered, and the selling price that we got was right bang in the range that we were talking about. But like Roz, I really enjoyed working with you. I thought Ian was a top bloke.
Is that because you're Pom and he's Pom?
No. Despite the fact that he's a Pom, because he's from a different part of the UK. I come from the noble north, and he comes from the sad south.
Right.
But despite that, we've really gotten on well, and I know that Ian's about to take a really well-deserved holiday, and So all the best to Gallagher's.
Thank you
So
very
thank
much.
you.
We really
Thank
appreciate your
Yeah.
business and your honesty and your feedback. So
Yeah.
there you have it, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye
It's been a
bye.
pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.